have you ever asked yourself, is there a way I can get out of this planet because things are just getting completely messy in here? If your answer is yes, well, we're in the same team. But let me tell you something. I have some good news. Very good news, actually. There is a chance you can do that. And there's a chance I can do that as well if I wish to do so. But I know you're all waiting now for me to tell you how. I will do that in just a teeny tiny second. Sorry, this is like very important right now. I cannot fly out of space without having my mascara on point. Okay, I think that's fine. The top one's fine. Anyways, the good news I was trying to tell you about just now is that you can do that, but there's a little trick. You kind of have to jump out into the space, or it's even better if someone can throw you. But they have to throw you at the speed of 7.6 kilometers per second. Now, if you can achieve that, boy, please send me a message from up there, because actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure I really want to leave this planet. I kind of like it, this is where I was born, I'm used to it. But yeah, if you want to leave, you have to travel at the speed of 7.6 kilometers per second, which is kind of a little bit difficult to achieve. But guess what? The International Space Station is traveling exactly that speed, 7.6 kilometers per second. So that is how they stay around our planet, so that they don't really escape the gravity of our planet, but they're still around and just kind of spying down on us. Apologies, friends, this hair of mine needed some brushing, so I'm back. Anyways, as I was saying, we live in a system called the solar system, in which we have one star, and the name of our star is, if you said the sun, you're correct. Okay, so in our solar system, it's a system because it is made up of many different parts, correct? So we have our sun, which is the main source of energy, light, etc. And we have 8 orbiting planets, okay? Many people to this day believe we have 9 planets. However, unfortunately, in August of 2006, astronomers decided to classify Pluto as a dwarf planet, and they have found a lot of other planets that fit in that category. So we have 8 main planets. There are some requirements that you as a celestial body need to fulfill in order to be a planet, and only 8 of those bodies have all the checks to make the planets for our solar system. Now, the cool thing is the nature has done its part really well. The first 4 planets, or the closest 4 planets to our sun, of course, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are called the terrestrial planets because we can simply step on them. The other 4 are called the gas giants because they are made up of gas, which I think is pretty cool. And I wonder what the nature has done and why exactly are the terrestrial planets closer to our star and the gas giants are more far. Another interesting thing is the terrestrial planets that are closer to our sun, to our star, are much smaller in size. Hence the gas giants are called giants, because they're giant. So I just want to show off my shirt before I move on. It says there is no planet B. That means we should take care of this planet A, which is kind of the only option we have. Speaking of planets, I'm going to continue talking about them, sorry. Important and cool information that I wanted to share with you was that in astronomy, we use different units of measurement. Now, because the distances in the universe are so big, excuse me, these distances are big to the point that our brains cannot comprehend. Like, my brain cannot understand what 1,000,000 kilometers looks like, because I can't comprehend a meter, I can't comprehend a kilometer, I can't comprehend 10,000 kilometers, I cannot comprehend 1,000,000 kilometers, I just can't. But the numbers do their magic and it happens. So in order for us in astronomy to measure some distances and to kind of be able to understand what these distances mean and how they work, We use a unit called astronomical unit with abbreviation AU, of course, A for astronomical, U for unit. And 1 astronomical unit is equivalent to 150 million kilometers, which is actually approximately the distance from our star, the sun, to our planet Earth. Okay, so 150 million kilometers is the distance from us to our star called the sun. Now, in comparison to some other planets, I can tell you quickly what the distances are from the sun to these planets, and of course I will tell you the closest planet and so on. So the closest planet to our star, the sun, is of course Mercury. It is 58 million kilometers, so just about 3 times less as us. Then Venus is 108 million kilometers. Earth is around 150 million kilometers. Mars is 228 million. Jupiter is 778 million. Now, the next 3 planets are in billions of kilometers, so that's kind of cool. Okay, Saturn is the planet that has rings around it. Well, that's the planet that we know most of it has ring around it. There's another one that has rings, but that's not important right now. So Saturn is 1.434 billion kilometers away from the sun. Uranus is 2.871 billion, and Neptune is 4.495 billion kilometers away. Again, our brains cannot comprehend. I'm sure not a single human on this planet is able to comprehend these distances, but that's cool. Another really cool piece of information is that, that as of now, the fastest thing that we know of in the universe that exists is, of course, the speed of light. And with the speed of the light, it takes approximately 8 minutes and 20 seconds, or 8 minutes and 30 seconds, depends where you check the information. So it takes this amount of time from our star to our planet, which is really cool. If you do the math in there, of course, to find, the physics formula, distance, velocities, distance over time, etc., because the distance from us to the sun is 150 million kilometers, and because the speed of the light is 300,000 kilometers per second, if you do the math, you will find out that it takes approximately 8 minutes and 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to talk a little bit about the moons. Before I get there, I want to make sure that everyone knows, again, our moon. By definition, a moon is just simply a natural satellite that orbits around a given planet. So you know how we have numerous amounts of satellites that orbit our planet like this, and that's how we get the signals for GPS, etc. We have numerous amounts of satellites. I haven't really looked into that to tell you how many we have, but those are all artificial. Now, natural satellite is that celestial body that orbits around a particular planet. Now, these moons or these objects are clearly not as big as planets, hence they're kind of like their partners for life, let's just say. We have more than 171 moons in our solar system. Remember, it's the system that's made up of our star and our 8 planets. The closest planet has 0 satellites or 0 moons. So Mercury has 0, Venus has 0, Earth, of course, we said has just 1 moon. Mars has 2. So the terrestrial planets have 0, 1, or 2 moons. I'm sure there is some reason behind why we don't have as many, but it is what it is. As for the gas giants, they have more. So Jupiter has 66, Saturn has 62, Uranus has 27, and Neptune has 13 that have been discovered so far. Each one of these moons has, of course, specific characteristics that I can talk about later. I will not talk about in this video just because I wanted to give a brief info about all these. And before I will end this video with just a note, 2 notes actually. The distance from our planet to our moon is 384,400 kilometers. I remember how I was going to end this video. I was going to end this video by saying that our planet, again, I'm pointing it out. Look at it. It looks really beautiful. Of course, this is just a drawing. But our planet, as you guys all know, is the only habitable celestial body in our solar system, because guess what? Us, the majestic humans, live here, like, obviously. As our planet is the only habitable one, we'll obviously live here among other plants and other animals, insects, etc. It is very special, and of course, the main reason why we're all here, well, there are actually a couple of factors, but one of the main reasons is that we have this blue liquid that takes up 2/3 of our planet. It is called the water, of course. So besides water on our planet, the other really important factor is, as I mentioned earlier, the distance from our star, aka the sun. If we were any closer to it, it would be really hot and we would not be able to survive. If we were a little bit more far, it would be too cold, and again, we will not be able to survive. So the Earth has perfect conditions for the life that we know of. And again, there's so much that is still unexplored. We're still exploring, even within our own planet. Oceans have not been explored fully. So what exactly are we trying to accomplish in here, okay? I'm gonna stop here. I may talk a little bit more later on the moons of our planets, or even, you know what I would like to talk about? I would like to talk about each one of our planets, its characteristics, and how cool each one of them is. As you can see, I live in the oasis. Yeah. Hey, that's that, guys. I don't know what else to say except this. There is no planet B, okay? There's no planet B. We only live on this one planet that has everything, like, or everything that we need, all the conditions we need, all the distance, all the resources. Please take care of it. Please take care of it. It's beautiful. I love our planet.